everybody. Honey, when I tell you, people are very upset with Jay-Z. The reason why, because he went with the enemy. Everybody know we are boycotting Target. We are very in a high political climate. And he decides to do business with the enemy. Why? I have no idea. I've been hearing rumors that he is aligned with Trump. Is the Republican Party really just taking over everything? Is everybody voting? It feels like everybody is just voting, you know? What's really going on? It seems like certain things is going on behind the scenes that we don't even know about. Comment, I want to know your thoughts about this. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. I have individuals that are speaking out about this. Funky Dineva, YouTube's favorite, is speaking out about this. And I want you guys to hear what Funky Dineva said, because he said it best. And I was like, whoa, Funky. Funky Dineva took it there, and you guys need to hear what he says. I have him a part of this lineup too. So let's react to great commentaries.
Jay-Z has announced that his 30th anniversary CD for Reasonable Doubt is going to be sold exclusively at Target. So
there's like an limited edition. We still not allowed to go to Target?
No, we're not supposed to be going to Target still.
Because we were supposed to boycott the Super Bowl, but as soon as Jay-Z, or in the NFL, but as soon as Jay-Z came on board, we was right back watching. We was wanting our favorite artists up there.
And that's why people are mad, because they say every time we boycott and get together, here he come doing something else. And I'm a big Jay-Z fan, but I don't support that.
Get at Target, but the fact that you can get it at Target at all, at the end of the day, Jay-Z mentions your name at an event that big, you drop a disc. Like, if he wouldn't have dropped a disc, somebody in Stratosphere would have said, leave it in rap, go solve it in the booth.
And I think that should be a lesson to people, that you should know how far your word go, how much reach you really got. Because people not going to... For Jay-Z to diss old Skino is kind of like... You know what I mean? People would say that's beneath him, or they would... but...
It's a big deal no matter how you slice it. As a person that legit is raised by state property, it just sucks because it's never happening. Like, it's just something that we will always have to accept, that there will never be a state property tour, including PD Crack, Sparks, and Oskino. It's always going to be some shit around those three. One of those three, if not all of those three. And that sucks. Like, especially coming up with them, it sucks.
Jay-Z has done it again, and people are pissed. And by people, I mean not me, because I didn't expect anything less from Jay-Z. This Jay-Z and Target partnership announcement has people in a stir on the timeline, bruh. So Jay-Z announced a partnership and exclusive deal with Target in the middle of black people supposedly boycotting Target. So this would apparently be where Target will be releasing an exclusive anniversary edition of the 1996 debut album Reasonable Doubt. If you guys have forgotten why black people are boycotting Target, let me remind y'all. Back in 2020, Target came out the blue and said, listen, man, all right, the pain and the plight that black folks is going through, we empathize. All right, we want to give $2 billion to black initiatives. Target also said, listen, we believe employment would also help the black community. So we're going to put in DEI initiatives to make sure we make a concerted effort to give black people an opportunity to get employed by Target. Target, 5 years later, still hadn't given that $2 billion they pledged. So when Donald Trump came with the DEI is dead, is over with, Target then used that as an excuse to say, well, we're not giving it $2 billion because Donald Trump said DEI is done. We don't have to get $2 billion. Black folks says, nah, you not doing that. No way, nah, you is not. Oh, we need that $2 billion, bro. Oh, we need these initiatives to be in place. So black folks said, we are boycotting Target because they played in our faces. Now, the discourse is happening online. There are people who are going as hard as they can against Jay-Z. And then obviously there are the Jay-Z defenders who are making an excuse for Jay-Z. Now, I agree with the latter. I think Jay-Z is despicable. I think this is shameless.
And it's like, Jay-Z, you leveraged the boycott and the struggle of our people who were attempting to put Target in their place. You leveraged that for your own personal gain, and it's f***ed up.
I just think it's textbook selective outrage. It's like a nothing burger, because every major artist does this. Target is just getting a vinyl in a different color. That's all it is. Like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, they all have done the same thing.
What do you guys think about this, man?
I guess after Jamal Bryant failed to bring us back to Target, they decided to bring in the big guns with Jay-Z. Now, before we get into it, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, do all the things. I'm going to talk my ish. We're going to have a good time, but let's get into it. So it seems that Jay-Z has released a exclusive vinyl with Target for the 30th anniversary of his Reasonable Doubt album. And as with most things, it seems as if whenever Black people are boycotting something, Jay-Z swoops in to go against what we're doing to try to get us to align with the white folks. And if you've been paying attention, this has been a pattern. And if you've been reading the e-files, you know that in the files, they clearly call out that when they want to get the Black folks in line, they just call this man because he has such a hold on the community that will fall in line. But what they don't understand is we're not falling for that anymore. So see, what y'all tried to do was you dropped a little thing with Louis Hamilton, a Black guy. You thought it was going to get us in there, but we don't give no damns about him. And he can go on and be with the Kardashians and live his life. Then you tried to get Jamal Bryant in here, and you thought that him coming out and saying that the boycott was over would make us come back to the stores. And that didn't work because we told you we ain't listening to Jamal Bryant. He ain't running the boycott, and we ain't coming back. So now what do? You guys do what you always do, these white corporations. Y'all think that Jay-Z is the answer because y'all swear we love him and Beyonce so much that we will just fold. You bring in the big guns and have him out here and do an exclusive deal with you to try to get Black people back in the stores. And now I'm seeing articles asking, are we still boycotting or not? Yeah, we're still boycotting. We're going to keep boycotting. We're not going back to Target. I don't care who you put in the store. Jay-Z could be there signing autographs himself. And the real ones ain't going back to the store. And if the people do go back to the store, well, we know Harriet would have left a lot of people behind. So they fall into that category. But there is nothing that we're going to do to get us back in the stores. All this is showing is, like I saw another article, every time we boycott, he wants to come in and be the end to that boycott. He did the same thing with the NFL. Came in and swooped in. Oh, we don't need to be doing this. This will be great. And we've gotten zero progress. Matter of fact, there's less Black coaches now than there were probably back then. So we're not falling for this. And honestly, the fact that he would do this and go against what Black people are saying for a boycott tells us everything we need to know about this man. It's money first, Black second. And he had the nerve to have his song, I'm Not Black, I'm OJ. You not Black, you Jay-Z. Okay.
Jay-Z, this is fucked up on so many levels because one of two things happened. Either Target approached Jay-Z and offered him a whole lot of money, which I highly doubt, or Jay-Z saw an opportunity. He saw the void that is Black people not shopping at Target, and he pitched to Target, you know what? I'm the Black culture. I've got this huge cult-like following. If y'all give me a shitload of money, I will team up with y'all exclusively to do this. And it's like, Jay-Z, you leveraged the boycott and the struggle of our people who were attempting to put Target in their place. You leverage that for your own personal gain, and it's fucked up, especially considering that you are not some low-level rapper who needs the money. And I know men like Jay-Z get to a certain level and they do this thing where they're like, it's just business. It was a business opportunity. It is not just business, Jay-Z, when you leverage the hard work and the strides that everybody put in to get our voices heard and our feelings felt at Target, and you just go on and completely undercut all of that for your personal gain. Now, I know a lot of y'all not finna like this, but I'm finna have to take it there. And Beyonce, you ain't no damn better. Beyonce, this is legitimately the equivalent of the nice white woman that we work with, that we like, but she goes home to a Trump supporting husband and is raising Trump supporting sons. It's no different. It's no different. That white woman that says, I'm liberal, I'm for abortion rights, I'm for everything, but she reaps all the benefits of the patriarchy and her husband's white supremacist ways. And she's nice, but she raises boys that turn out to somehow still be white supremacists and Trump supporters. Beyonce, you're that woman. You are that woman because the call is coming from inside your house. You are out here full on line in our face. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, you did the HBCU Black album, you know, for Black people. You reclaimed country Western, country music with the Cowboy Carter thing. You know, this vanity move of doing all of this Black power work. But then your husband goes and does something like this. Like, where was the conversation in y'all household where you said, Jay, we got to have a level of morals and values and we can't do this and we don't have the money? You are no better than the white woman who says she's for the cause and goes home to a racist Trump supporting ass husband. It is the exact same thing. There's no distancing yourself. oh, that's my husband's business. I'm not in the business. No. I don't even have the time to get into, Jay-Z, you went and undercut the movement with the NFL when we had all that momentum going on with Colin Kaepernick. Your pockets got lined and we as black people got nothing for it. You went in there, tap dance for them crackers and told them, I know what to do to make black people shut up. Let's give them halftime and lift every voice and sing. It calmed us the hell down. You lined your pockets. And at the end of the day, we got nothing for it by means of economic empowerment and or ownership in the NFL. We got nothing for it. Jay-Z, honestly and truthfully, this is unforgivable in my eyes. I feel betrayed, and I'm going to be very honest with you. The level of betrayal that I felt when Kevin Hart tried to make those excuses for that comic, making those George Floyd jokes, that is the same level of betrayal that I'm feeling right now with Jay-Z doing this. Jay-Z, you get up and you talk about liberation and this and all of these different things, and you just absolutely had to take that deal. You had to take that deal, Jay-Z. You had to take that one.
And to the black people who think that other black people are just overreacting in their critiques of people who are still choosing to partner with Target, who the black community is very clearly boycotting during this current political moment, since we acting dense, I just want to understand, what else has to happen? What else has to occur? Do y'all have to, physically see black people back on plantations and in chains for you to get what type of time they on? Is that what it's going to, take? I'm being so serious because I don't understand what y'all don't understand. I don't understand what y'all are not getting. I posted over on Threads earlier this week how disappointed it was to see Afrotech partner with Target, and this person left this really stupid comment about what I said that just rubbed me the wrong way, because clearly, we know, we understand they probably having a little struggle getting some money as a black organization. You don't think we know that? Yes, we know that. You know why we know that? Because they didn't fire hundreds of thousands of black people right up out of these organizations. You think that we don't know that they not fucking with black people? Right now, today, this Department of Justice, this has happened in the last week, this Department of Justice is attacking disparate impact laws. What are disparate impact laws? Well, they are the laws that govern us at work, because we know that it is nearly impossible to prove racist, sexist, bias, whatever, add it in. It's nearly impossible to prove that, right? And so our ancestors were smart enough to write into the law disparate impact law that doesn't require you to prove racist intent, particularly at work. They rolling that back, baby. They rolling that back right now, today. What more proof do you need, Afrotech? They not about to let the black people go to work. So it ain't even finna be no need for Afrotech. Do you see what I'm saying? What more proof do you need? We all woke up to the news of the white police officer killing a 1-year-old, critically injuring their mother because they were being accused of stealing diapers from Walmart. What more proof do you need? One black boy just got shot in the back. Killers walked free. Another black boy stood up for himself in self-defense. Got sentenced to years, decades in prison. What more evidence of the type of time? And y'all niggas can't boycott Target? Y'all niggas can't boycott Target? This is not for Jay-Z and Morgan and them, right? I'm talking to a completely, entirely different group of people, because I'm not in that. I ain't in that class of people. I'm not there. I'm just a regular nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just regular. So that's who I'm talking to, right? And I'm talking to the people who are on any side of the coin other than ain't no way no black businesses should be partnering with Target, right? If you are on any side of the coin other than that, I just want to remind you that when the pistols get to clapping, when you gotta get out on the field for real, like when y'all gotta get out on the actual field, the battlefield, to defend all of the rights that they are working and attempting to destroy, when y'all gotta get back on the actual battlefield, Jay-Z kids ain't gonna be out there. They not. Morgan kids not gonna be out there. Your kids gonna be out there. They kids gonna be in another country. Yeah. Because I don't know what's happening with us. Like, why we're not acting like we don't have a very known enemy. Like, we really acting like it can't get like that.